Hey guys, how's it going and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about SMUG 8, the final SMUG event of the season. Hopefully we can bring it back in the future, but for now this is the last event that you're going to get for SMUG. But it is going to be the best one that we've had. Hopefully by a long way, but definitely on paper it is looking pretty good. So I'm going to give you guys my predictions for all the matches that are happening in SMUG 8 in this video, as well as playing the trailers, at least the videos of the trailers, for you guys to see. If you want to see the trailers with audio as well, you can either wait until the event's on the day or until the matches get uploaded to YouTube, or if you want to get it right now, head over to my Twitter account. I've posted all of the trailers with audio there. And yeah, the video editing team have absolutely smashed it for this one. Definitely the best work we've seen up until now, and they've already had a pretty high standard from the get-go. But yeah, as you can see on your screen there, the first match of SMUG 8 is Jesse versus Kdop. Now, this is going to be starting at 8 AM Pacific time, 4 PM in the UK where I'm from. If you want to know exactly what time it is in your time zone, just head over to Google, type 8 AM PT in, and then just type what country you're from, and it'll tell you exactly what time this match is starting. Now, this is the first rematch in SMUG history, and Kdop did take the first match 3-2 way back in SMUG 1. And I'll be honest, I think he's got what it takes to do it again. Jesse's been grinding. Jesse is a very good stylistic matchup for Kdop, with his focus on possession and ground play. But I think Kdop's he's just too good. He just wins. He's in very clean form mechanically in 3v3 at the moment, and he also has said himself that he's been putting the time into ones just to make sure that he can get another W against Jesse. So I've got Kdop winning this one. I think it will be 3-2 again. But yeah, it's hard to go against Kdop because he just wins. That's just all you can say about the guy. Now, the second match of SMUG 8 is going to be Scrub versus Ahmed. So two previous winners in SMUG. Scrub beating his teammate Tho, Ahmed beating Ocala. Both actually winning quite comfortably in their matches that they played before. And yeah, this one should be extremely close. I think it's another potential game 5, but I think it's going to go in favor of Scrub Killer. Ahmed's got ridiculous mechanical ability. He's a very smart player as well. He is very solid in 1v1, but Scrub Killer is very good at adapting to his opponents, and I think that he's also quite good at handling players like Ahmed. Ahmed is going to be going for lots of aerials. He's going to be going for lots of mechanical plays, and that's the kind of thing that Scrub Killer is good at shutting down and then counter-attacking against. So I expect to see lots of counter-attacks for Scrub, going well for him, and his ability to adapt and to find a winning strategy in a matchup like this, I think is going to be a bit too much, and it should pull him through in the end. Now, over to North America for match 3, it's Arsenal versus Rattles, the Space Station Gaming rivalry. This is going to be amazing. We've got two teammates going at it. Arsenal's a former SMUG winner already. He beat Forky in dominating fashion. However, these two have played recently on their YouTube channels, and Rattles took the win there. So obviously Rattles has got a very storied history with 1v1. And he's beaten Arsenal recently. So I think I have to go Rattles for this, just based on that. Because although Arsenal looked phenomenal against Forky, Rattles is not going to play anything like Forky, and he's definitely not going to be as, I'll say, prone to tilting and just spiraling out of a series when it's not going well for him. Rattles knows how to come back. He knows how to grind out wins. So I think he's got the edge here. Again, very close matchup. I wouldn't be surprised to see it going to game 5 here either. Now on to match 4, we've got Ixo versus Fairy Peak. I know you guys are probably thinking, how do all these matches sound like main events? Well, we wanted to make it special for you guys in SMUG 8. So we got Ixo versus Fairy Peak right in the middle of the event. We've seen this matchup a ton in the past, and it usually goes in the way of Fairy Peak. Now, unlike Scrub and Ahmed and Arsenal, Kdop, these guys are returning to SMUG, but neither of them have a win yet. Fairy Peak lost to Joreuz in SMUG 1, Ixo lost to Dead Monster in SMUG 1. Now, neither of these losses are anything to be ashamed of, but bear that in mind. Somebody is going to be 0-2 in SMUG, somebody's picking up their first win here, and I think that person who's picking up their first win will be FairJame. I have to go for Fairy in this matchup. He's beaten Ixo recently in Goldmine EU group stage. Ixo was ahead 2-1, FairJame came back to win. I think, although this is kind of the same kind of match as Scrub versus Ahmed, it's FairJame trying to counter-attack and stop Ixo's mechanical plays. I think it'll end up very, very, being a very, very similar outcome. But yeah, I mean, all these matches are absolutely insane. So I think that every single match up until here, match 1 through 4, I would not be surprised to see going to game 5. It could be a long event. Now on to match 5, and for the first time in SMUG history, we have got a content creator matchup, the likes of this in the event, and it's right in the middle of the event as well. It's Ludwig versus Atrioc, two very popular Twitch streamers, two guys who were part of the 3-man team in the 3v1 against Rizzo recently. Definitely check that out if you want to see a little bit of these guys' content, Rocket League content. But yeah, this is going to be incredible. We've never casted a match like this in SMUG before, but I have done a lot of stuff like this in the past, bronze tournaments, bot tournaments, or bot casts I should say, and they are always an absolute blast. So to have this in SMUG, to have this kind of match in SMUG is just going to be amazing. But as for predictions, I've got to go with Atrioc because he got some coaching from Rizzo. He's had 1 hour of coaching from Rizzo, and Ludwig doesn't want to get coaching. He's going in completely fresh, but not necessarily completely fresh. He has played a bit of Rocket League in the past. I think he said he actually played it when it was released, and he played a little bit more recently as well. But Atrioc was more new to the game, had 1 hour coaching with Rizzo, and the fact that he was able to improve so much in that 1 hour is what's got me thinking that he's going to be the favorite here. So I've got to go Atrioc. But yeah, this is going to be a ton of fun to cast. Either way, you're not going to want to miss it. So, SMUG 8, the first SMUG with 7 matches. In SMUG 7, we didn't get a Mile versus AJ main event because AJ didn't show, so we had to give Mile a main event in SMUG 8. It's a co-main event. It's Mile versus Ricky. Now we're thinking over at SMUG HQ, who can even be who could be competition for Mile, because Mile is ridiculously good. There's a very small list of players who can even be competitive against him, but I think Ricky earned his shot here after putting on a stunning performance in SMUG 7 against Chronic. If you didn't catch that and you want to see what kind of gameplay Ricky has, definitely just head over to that series, Ricky versus Chronic. That'll give you all you need to know. He's very, very solid. He is super clutch. Reminded me of Ocala, actually. When I was watching this, I was thinking this is the closest NA player I've ever seen to replicating the way Ocala plays a game. So yeah, I'm super excited for this one as well. Can I predict Ricky to win this? It's so tough to say that because Mile is a monster. I think I'm gonna do it. I think Ricky 4-3. He looked so good in SMUG 7, and he was clutch as well. So even though there's going to be tons of pressure on the series, I don't think it's going to matter. I'm not going to spoil exactly what happened in Ricky vs Chronic, in case you haven't seen it already. But head over to watch that series. You'll see what I mean. I think Ricky takes it. I think he gets the upset win. And on to the other main event, the co-main event of SMUG 8, to finish off the event and to finish off the season is Ocala versus Monkey Moon. Probably, I'd say top 3 1v1 right now for Ocala. Only Jack and Jorias can really have a claim to that title. I think Jorias right now is probably most people's number 1 after his recent win in SMUG 6 over Jack. But yeah, Ocala is still right up there with them. An absolute machine, and definitely the favorite for this match against Monkey Moon, who is probably most people's pick for best player in 3v3 right now. His team BDS in 3v3 have been dominating RLCSX and EU, and Monkey Moon's been their talisman. He's been their main man. So Monkey Moon might be the best threes player in the world, and Ocala is definitely one of the absolute best ones players in the world. But this is just hype. It's a super hype matchup that I've never seen before. Now, I think Ocala's gonna win. I think he'll probably be able to take this 4-2 or something like that. But Monkey Moon is a very, very good 1v1 player. Don't think that just because you haven't seen as much of him as you've seen of Ocala, that he's not going to be competitive here. Monkey Moon's incredibly mechanical. He's very, very smart, and he's quite a defensive player as well. So there could be some very chess-like games in this series where the scores are quite low. If Monkey Moon can get possession off kickoffs, he's going to be very hard to dispossess. So I'm interested to see what Khaled's going to do there. But yeah, I've got Khaled winning. Monkey Moon should definitely be competitive. I think he's top 15 in the 1v1 ladder right now, and he's been much higher than that in the past. He's a machine as well. He's an absolute monster, and he's gonna be a threat for sure in this one against Ocala. But yeah, just to go through my winners again, or who I think is gonna win. I've got Kdop, Scrub, Rattles, Fairy Peak, Atrioc, iRicky, Ocala. They're my 7 that I think are going to come out on top. You guys can leave your predictions in the comments, and we'll see if anybody can big brain this and predict the whole event. Yeah, what an event it's going to be either way. Like I said, it starts at 8 in the morning Pacific time. Jesse versus Kdop is at 8 AM Pacific tomorrow. That's February 24th. That's 5 PM Central Europe time. Just to give you guys one American, one European time zone. Sorry everybody else, I'm not good enough to know all the rest off the top of my head. But like I said, just Google it. I'm sure you guys will be able to find out what time the first match is getting started at. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say for this. It's been a blast bringing you guys these SMUG events so far. Keep an eye out tomorrow for the event trailer, which will be dropping right before the event gets started. That's another reason why I wanted to make this video, because we weren't able to get the event trailer out today, and I wanted to give you guys on YouTube notice that this is happening. It's the last it is the last SMUG of the season, so definitely didn't want to surprise you guys with it. But do be reminded as well that if you're waiting for the YouTube videos of these matches in over the next week or so on my YouTube channel, you will want to avoid my social media. You'll want to avoid my comment sections, because there will be spoilers inevitably. So don't go there if you are waiting to watch the YouTube videos and you don't want to get them spoiled. Just stay away from my social media and the social medias of all the players who are playing in SMUG 8, and you should be good. But yeah, that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Leave your predictions down below, and I'll see you tomorrow for the final SMUG event of the season.